Hey guys, we have a spooky episode in store. I'm going to interview artist Todd Myzia. We talk about our favorite horror movies, and Josh is going to try a pumpkin marshmallow beer. Let's get going. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Doobes, two Doobes. We roll up the doob with the ganja, the marijuana. Two Doobes, get high.
Bam! Welcome all you witches. This is Two Dudes, Two Doobes. I'm your host, Ryan Cameron. Sparking up a doob right now is my co-host, Dalton Wooldridge. Welcome, Dalton. At the bar, Mr. Josh Weaver. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sparking your own doob tonight. We're smoking some lilac diesel from Strawberry Fields.
Let's take a little look-see. My bad. All right, so it looks like the THC percentage, this could be either here or there. Looks like it's about 25.45% to 34.25%.
It was the Diamond Special. It was the Diamond Shelf, and this month they are promising to be the cheapest dispensary in Pueblo. Always light it with your Two Dudes lighter.
It's a little advertising.
Oh yeah, they're always available. Hit us up. For sale, $2.99. Josh, what do you think about it?
I think it's pretty smooth. I mean, it hits kind of hard. It's making me want to cough, but I'm trying not to.
Good. You're supposed to be coughing.
I'm gonna cough.
If you ain't coughing, you didn't buy the right shelf. You're gonna be trying out some pumpkin beer, some pumpkin marshmallow.
Fluffy Pumpkin Toasted Marshmallow Pumpkin Porter by Odyssey Beer Works.
Got a little,
Beer Works with an E-R-K.
Got a little jack-o'-lantern on the front, so you can tell it's our Halloween episode. Before we get to talk about all that, we gotta talk about Fred's poltergeist lamp.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
devil lamp.
Oh, yeah.
This lamp has been unplugged
Here's
for
the
5 days. There's the plug. Lift it up. Show them it's not a magic trick. Ooh, yep. See, no fucking gimmicks. Now let's see the light.
Now, only one of them works, but
It's enough.
Lord?
magic.
As if on cue, the light that needs no electricity. It has no batteries. I Googled it up. This doesn't happen like a lot. I was like, oh man, it's gotta have some kind of transformer in it or something that's storing the power.
There's a ghost trapped in that shit. That's what that is.
It just wants to shine bright like a
And every
diamond.
time you turn it on, it has an orgasm.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
like,
Look,
turn
well, he's
me
already
on.
fading.
Uh-oh.
He's going. He
Uh-oh,
needs
don't die on us now.
Getting
Gus.
that
Damn, you can't be
post-nut
done yet.
nap
We just
in.
turned you on.
So that's pretty fucking spooky if you ask me. But now we're gonna go on to our next segment. I talked to a artist, Mr. Todd Myzia. He's a local horror freak. He's got a giant toy and collection of horror memorabilia. He loves the movies. He's an artist. So let's go check out that interview real quick, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm here with Todd Myzia.
Myzia, you got it.
See, I've been saying it wrong for so many damn years, but I'm glad to finally get to meet you, buddy. I
You
mean,
as well.
we've known each other forever, man. It seems like forever.
It's
But
been several years at least.
It's one of them online relationships,
Yeah,
though.
social media.
We never met each other in real life. You helped us with our court order poster.
Right?
That
right,
was
I remember
awesome.
That. Yeah.
Appreciate that. So we're here because it's Halloween, and I know you're the Pueblo horror master, the Halloween extraordinaire.
That's exactly what my desk says. Yes.
That's your long title on your
Right. It's a
desk.
really long plaque. It's about
2 plaques don't talk to each other.
Well, it goes around the desk.
Right. So, So I had to come talk to you for Halloween, man. I always appreciate your art. And then, you know, like we were saying on social media, you're always posting all the Halloween. We're part of the Colorado Horror Group.
Colorado Horror Freaks on Facebook. Yep.
Yeah, join up, man. You guys can. We always have a trivia and
Trivia,
bunch of cool
games,
shit.
Did you knows? We award pumpkins to people, which is very odd. We don't run it like a regular Facebook group.
Yeah, it's
You
a
get
little
pumpkins,
different.
and then whoever's got the most pumpkins gets to like pick whatever horror theme they want for the cover.
The cover
with
art.
their little name on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if you like horror and you want to join up, hit us up on the damn Facebook.
What up?
Colorado Horror Freaks.
Colorado Horror Freaks. Yes.
You manage that page, and then also, I mean, how long have you been doing art?
I started drawing back like 5th grade or something. I kind of like started with like, you know, Jim Davis's Garfield.
Okay.
I started drawing him repeatedly over and over and over, and then I branched out. And then the comic book boom of like the 90s, that hit, so I kind of like transferred over like comic book art, and then it just kind of stuck there, and I just kept going with it. So it's like, yeah, since 5th grade, it technically, I guess, would be when I first started drawing. So a long time. We won't mention names or ages or years or anything.
It's all good, man. They could,
Probably the gray won't come through on the TV, right?
no, I could color that out
okay,
with
right on.
special effects, you know. When did you like get into the horror art?
Horror art came later in life. I had, you know, because I was too little to be watching horror when I was a kid. Started getting into horror when I was about 13. Saw you know, a bunch of the Friday the 13th, Halloweens. Started getting into those big franchises that have, you know, 25 different movies, you know, installments of it, you know, those. And just kind of like mixed, just kind of merged what I loved, what my passion was, with what my hobby was, and just kind of decided to mix horror and artwork. I do other stuff, but I love doing horror the most.
Right. Yeah, you have all kinds of artwork out there. I'll post some of it while we're talking to show people what you're up to.
Word.
I notice you'll take any horror character and make him into a sexy bitch.
I have been known to do that on several occasions. Yes, I do. I do like putting. I don't know how to like. It's become a staple in Halloween now for every woman costume, basically every female costume.
The
You
slutty
got the
version.
slutty SpongeBob, the slutty Elmo, like stuff's crazy. But I feel like I was kind of doing it before that got out of hand. I remember back in like 90, I guess we are mentioning years. So let's see, back in like 98, I drew like a female Phantom of the Opera. I was like, that's cool. Like, why don't we get more characters to, you know, in like female, like do females in like male specific roles. So yeah, then I just started doing that, and yeah, I started making like, and yeah, sometimes they tend to be slutty because, you know, I guess that's a little bit of anime influence maybe, because they like to voluptuize and whatnot.
I think you know, horror has always been like that. I think we were talking earlier before the cameras are even rolling. Like a lot of kids get into horror just because they got that kind of, you could see some skin, you know.
You got to figure the target audience for horror movies, especially back in the 80s, was late teenagers, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, you know, you just throw a little bit like a girl kind of taking her top off or something like that,
Right.
you know, and yeah, you got your target audience all excited and they want to keep watching the movie. And they all go to school talking about it, like middle school, high school, whatever.
And then there's always the sexy, like there's Elvira, and there was like the mom from the Monsters, or
Lily Munster.
yeah, man, like those are the kind of goth chicks were always
The
sexy.
vampire.
So. But maybe there's somebody out there who's just, maybe they turned 18, they could finally, their parents never let them watch horror movies. What would you introduce them? You know, a good movie to introduce somebody to the horror genre. Maybe they're not into horror or whatever.
Movies. I actually had to do this, you know, with my girlfriend, because she wasn't much of a horror fan at all. She kind of avoided that genre, so I'm getting her into it, obviously. But we started off with you know, something kind of simple. We started off with like Evil Dead. I showed kind of the classics. The original Evil Dead, the original Halloween, and that's a good.
Evil Dead is a good introduction.
There's not especially the '78 Halloween by Carpenter. There's not a lot of blood. There's very little blood actually.
Okay. Come on out.
Stuff like that. The original Friday the 13th. I just kind of started off with I stick with the classics. The newer stuff is a little more in depth, I think, and some of the stuff has homages to original films, which you won't catch unless you watch the original films.
Right, you won't even know what they're...
But The Exorcist would be a good start off. It might scare some people.
And reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damien!
Especially if they have maybe a religious background or anything like that.
That's
That makes people
just
laugh.
scary.
My mom won't go near that movie. She's deathly afraid of it. Well, I mean, it's based on a true story and whatnot.
Those exorcisms always do creep me out, man. Just the fact that they did do them, and maybe people were psycho in real life. Who knows? They've been doing them for fucking years.
Yeah.
Millennia.
Well, I was gonna say not even years. It's been centuries. They've been doing exorcisms.
Yeah, it's interesting shit.
Another thing you should not try at home. So.
Yeah. You're not a priest. Anybody watching this isn't a priest anyway, so they shouldn't. Just because you have a Bible don't mean you're a priest. God damn it. Okay, so what was your favorite horror movie?
It kind of depends on what. I actually ping pong back and forth, but for the most part, it's the original '78 Halloween.
The night he came home.
Sometimes I get into that Xombie, especially when Walking Dead and everything got really popular. A couple years
is that
back.
your favorite genre? Is the slasher, old school?
I'm a sucker for a slasher. You put a dude in a mask with some sort of sharp weapon and a bunch of really ridiculously dumb teenagers.
Running around.
And I'm a happy dude. I will kick back with some popcorn and whatever, and I'm as happy as can be. Even the newer movies like Hatchet, an homage to the '80s slasher movies that. I'm totally down for just giving some Psycho Blade and a bunch of nobodies to just kill randomly in really bloody, gory, funny fashions.
Right.
We're all gonna die.
When we go back, we're going to talk about our favorite horror movies, and I always like the Child's Play ones, just because, they're just so ridiculous, man. You could obviously just kick this doll. He has no muscle mass, but, it's just hilarious. And that's, I kind of like horror movies in that fashion, that they kind of make me laugh more. I like the ones that make me laugh, that don't take themselves too serious. Some of the too serious ones I get bored, all you're trying to do is this ambiance, shadowy bullshit, and then there's a jump scare every now and again.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the jump scare. There's especially in movies nowadays, it's all about the loud noise, the stingers, the make them jump in their seats. But when you get out, you get out of the movie or you turn off Netflix or whatever, it's over, you're done, the movie's over, you saw it, okay, yeah, that kind of had some free moments. I always prefer the creepier movies, the stuff that did stuff subtly.
Right. Or just one character is really weird.
Yeah, the creepy, because then you're finished with the movie, but then you go and lay down in bed at night and you're like, but the way he looked, man, that was freaky, that's not cool.
Yeah. It's
what if he's creeping down my stairs or something? Gosh, what was that? Sinister? I'm gonna sound like a fool here. I think it was Sinister. One of the creeps was the guy's the camera's turned, he's got his laptop sitting there, and he's talking away to his wife, but you can see the laptop in the background. You can see the dude's face turn and look, and then it goes back. That messed me up. That was not cool.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me, man. I'll take the stinger. Have a cat jump out of a closet at me. I can handle that. Don't have that creepy dude turn and look at me and then turn back away. That was subtle and creepy.
That is
messed me up.
I remember even when I was a kid, I would watch Unsolved Mysteries, and the song
the
and shit got me more than the actual story.
Leave the room immediately.
Oh no. Grandma, can we watch something else, please?
Put on He-Man.
So anyway, happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you. Thanks for talking with us. Like I said, we'll show some of your artwork, and if you guys need to get a hold of Todd, look him up, get your own artwork. He does custom stuff. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Facebook recently got hacked, so you have to go for Art by Ms. Official on Facebook. The other one's not. I lost control of that one. No, that's not official anymore. Someone hacked that one and started charging all kinds of advertising. I'm on Instagram as Art by Ms. I'm on TikTok as Art by Ms. And you can catch me like every month at the Nerdy Flea Market at the Nerd Emporium.
Oh, that's always a good time.
13th and Elizabeth. That's like the first weekend of every month. I'm there every month. I will be at the Comic-Con in November. The Pueblo Comic-Con. I'll be there, so you can always hit me up there.
We'll be there too.
I'm all over the place. Nice. Cool.
I always say we're going to be places and then I never show up. So I look an idiot, but it's all good. Alright, so yeah, get him up. He does customs. He does all kinds of art.
Yeah.
I've always
horror art, comic art.
MYZ, Ms.
Art by Ms.
Ms. Alright, back to y'all.
See ya.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Todd, for showing us all your cool shit. It was cool going over there and checking it all out. Make sure you check him out on the webs, all them places you could find artists. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our favorite horror movies. Dalton's been debating this all day. So what'd you finally come up with, man?
I don't know. So I guess when it comes down to horror movies, it's I was talking to Josh about this earlier. I was having a little bit of issues trying to determine what type of genre of horror, like modern horror, classic horror, body horror, that
There's
kind of
so
stuff.
many. Comedy horror.
Yeah, comedy horror. There's a lot of them, and it's like, damn, like, are we talking about horror movies that actually scare you, or just horror movies that you enjoy just watching?
So I don't know. What's your favorite type?
Well, I like. I'm really starting to become a big fan of this modern horror little thing that they have going. This little like modern horror movement that they have going. Of course, we got directors like Ari Aster, Robert Eggers. Usually, actually, those are like two of the big dogs right now, if you really think about it, in the indie industry. But
What have they made?
let's see. Robert Eggers did The Lighthouse, and he did The Witch. So those are his two big ones.
The Witch is creepy.
Yeah, The Witch was strange, but I loved it. I thought it was great. Awesome ending. And his endings are kind of, in a way, ambiguous.
The slow burn up
the
to
slow burn,
to
and
a
I love
crazy
that.
ending.
And then we take you to Ari Aster. Ari Aster did Hereditary and Midsummer, and when those movies came out, they were insane in the theaters. Like, everybody was going to see that shit.
I haven't seen that one.
Which one?
The Midsummer.
Midsummer's pretty good. I liked it. It's a very interesting breakup movie, but a lot of people don't see it like that.
Right. All right. So, or is that where you're leaning towards, one of them?
Definitely Hereditary, for sure. But then I would have to say I was a big Halloween Michael Myers fan, so I love Halloween. And my last one scared me to death for like over 10, 15 years of my life, The Exorcist. Reagan's fucking demonic face.
Good,
man, Linda Blair killed that shit. Like, oh my God. I feel like I might have said that once before in an episode. I can't remember, but Linda Blair killed that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I might.
I saw the director's cut one time on mushrooms, man. It was fucking nuts, dude.
How the fuck can you even stand that?
They like put the demon in the background in places that you don't notice. I never noticed that before, dude. That shit fucked me up.
Yeah, I bought the director's cut like a couple weeks ago and watched it again. I'm like, damn, that shit still kills me.
And it's like in different places.
Captain
in
Howdy,
the background.
that's his name.
The demon from not that face that shows up, but the actual the statue of the demon.
Pazuzu.
Yeah, that one shows up in the background and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's creepy. Anyway, Josh, what's your favorite horror movie?
I always liked The Thing by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those two together, they're dynamite for me. Every movie they make, super good.
Right, they were a good team up in the '80s.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we brought a clip from The Thing.
From the climax.
Yeah, from the best part of it, man. So viewer discretion advised, man, because this is a scary part. I hope children aren't watching the show anyway. Oh!
You're gonna have to sleep sometime, you coach.
Well, my sleep is out.
Yeah, fuck this part. Ah, fuck no, dude. Like,
Kind of goofy though, right?
it's goofy as shit, man, but it's so
It's
good and
surprising,
creepy at
though.
the same time. That's just,
Yeah, that part's awesome. They did some good special effects.
oh yeah. I think that's melted bubble gum, like microwave bubble gum.
Oh, for real?
I think so. I think a lot of it is.
And he just cooks it up a little bit more.
Or wait a
Look at all
minute,
the
maybe it's
fire
when
they're
his head
using, like-
pops down. Ah, fuck, man.
Damn. That fucking movie's crazy, dude.
Good scene, but still, like, damn, man.
Oh, it's not
Still
a,
got more.
it's not a burden. All right, yeah, hell yeah, dude. I agree. That's one of my favorite ones. I definitely agree with The Exorcist too. But I always like Child's Play, and I especially like the second one, Child's Play 2. So I would have to say that's my favorite, just because I like more of the more ridiculous. Like I said, I don't really get scared, and sometimes when they're too serious, I get bored. Like, fucking. Anyway, so let's check out a fucking scene, my favorite scene from Child's Play 2. The funniest thing about Chucky is the whole time you're like, dude, he is not menacing.
Oh, damn.
And somehow he survived that. He came back for 5 other movies.
And a new TV show.
TV show.
and Jennifer Tilly came and sewed his ass up
Like
yeah.
from that?
from all that.
Damn.
Oh, wait, no, that was from the third one when he got chopped up in the fan.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
The third one when Andy's at a military school.
Yeah. That one was interesting. That was an
Yeah,
odd one.
definitely. All right, Josh, let's review this fucking fluffy
Okay.
pumpkin.
Fluffy pumpkin.
Yep, Pilsner.
It's a little bit bitter. Kind of tastes like coffee a little bit. You just spill it all over yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. I did that earlier. It's a little bitter. It tastes like coffee though, right?
It
It's like a
does.
s'mores like latte, but they didn't put any sugar or anything in it.
But it's a
Def-
fucking beer?
Yeah.
That does not sound like it's good. That sounds awful.
I didn't say
Give it a
was
go,
good.
dude. Sorry, that got a little
Man,
worse.
this sounds like this would be a chore
It's
to
got like
fucking
an
drink.
aftertaste to it that's
There's no way I could drink a whole 6-pack of that shit.
6-pack. I don't even know if I could drink the rest of this can.
It smells like toasted marshmallows.
It's got the toasted marshmallow taste.
It's got like the worst part of the marshmallow taste. That's the whole like that burnt little like I like the burnt taste, but like when you get it too much, like that's what the whole
Dalton's
thing
gonna
tastes
puke.
like.
Oh man. I will. What is
That is not bitter. That's just fucking disgusting, whatever that is. I'm sorry to whoever made that. Get something different. That's
I mean,
insane,
Are we
man.
going out of 10?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'd give it a 2. It didn't make me puke.
Oh shit, I was gonna give it a 3. Yeah.
I'll go.
That's
you
generous
Odyssey.
as shit, man. That's like a -5 right
I'll
there.
give it a 3. It wasn't.
Oh man, like if you're that fucking.
I guess. Okay, so one would have been if it made me puke. I could at least go back for another sip. So yeah, I'll at least give it a 3. It's not.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna
bad,
drink
not
the rest
gonna
I'm
of
not a
Yeah.
beer drinker, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask, but that tastes like ass.
Oh, it don't taste nothing like beer that I drink. So. It does
Yeah, I
have
don't
some
know. It's
kinda
just leaving a
flavor
bad
to it,
taste in
though.
my mouth.
Yeah, my water.
I think that's the spice. Anyway, that's our show. Thanks again to Todd for letting me go interview him. Thanks, Dalton, for at least giving it a try.
Yeah.
for hanging out, telling us about Hereditary and Midsummers.
Definitely.
Thanks, Josh, for talking about the thing and helping us review the Fluffy Pumpkin.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime. Next time we'll get you something a little better. So everybody out there, stay spooky, stay freaky. See you next time. Like, subscribe, share.
2 dudes, 2 Doobes.
Doobes.
Yeah, buy the lighter. Available online
Gotta
now.
keep selling these lighters, man. They're making me rich.
Oh yeah, raking in the pennies by the day.
I've never
Ain't enough wheelbarrows in this garage.
Good evening. On this extra spooky episode, we are reviewing some Shrunken Head. And the Toxic Zombie is going to review some shitty horror. So let's get popping.
Oh yeah, two Doobes. We roll up the doob with the ganja, the marijuana. Two Doobes. Get high.
Welcome, boys and ghouls. We got a lot to do tonight, so let's get started. John Brown's here.
Hi.
He's gonna tell us about all the spooky shit that he's sick of.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. Dalton's here. You wanna tell us what we're smoking? Did they tell you what we're smoking?
Nobody tells me anything anymore.
That's not what we're smoking. Where is it, Frederick?
I have a
Which
feeling
one is
we're
it?
gonna
This?
Smoke all of it.
What is it, Fred?
There was a thing over here.
Forget.
It's from Starbuds. The name is gonna be put right under John's chin here.
Just make some shit up
That's
and
the
all.
name of it. And it's supposed to be what? Elite Shelf? Elite Shelf.
Lee's shelf.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know where the...
Bougie.
60 milligram, 220 is ounce.
220 an ounce.
220
That
an
means
ounce.
it's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be real good.
Prohibition prices.
Try it out. See what she tastes like. Sorry, Dalton, I stole your whole fucking gig, man. I mean, I guess you can go home. That's all we have for you tonight.
Bye.
What?
I didn't know
Bye.
you were gonna be here. I'm honestly a little pissed off. Sorry. I
You
feel
don't want to
guilty.
talk anyways.
I brought gifts for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Would now be a good time to do that?
Yeah, let's
like
do it.
gifts.
I like gifts.
Good. Let me
Halloween
Let me
gifts.
hit this. So we'll probably talk in more detail about it later. But Charlie and I run a show called The Dark Hour at Looney's.
Okay.
And
And
what-
Looney's is in Springs, right?
Yeah, Looney's Comedy Corner. And one of our sponsors is Pretty Obscene Apparel. You guys might know from here in Pueblo. And she made this shirt here. It says "fuck you"
Love it.
with a little heart. So
Aw.
I brought
So fuck you, sure.
this is a "fuck you" shirt. That one is for Jasmine.
Yay.
Oh,
Love
nice.
it. Thank you. Woo, you get one.
Make sure to wear that at work.
And then this one is another design. It says "eat shit and
Oh,
die."
I love that one.
That's the back.
That's awesome.
Sorry, that was
And
mine.
then that one's for. I didn't know you were gonna
Sorry.
be.
No,
here,
that's
so-
fine. You didn't know. I'm not.
Never
It's not a
know
big
with
deal.
Dalton.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
From the bottom of my heart, Dalton.
So-
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's from Pretty Obscene on Instagram. Check it out. You can buy
Awesome.
one at the Dark Hour.
Oh, you didn't even. We
Okay.
didn't see the back of the shirt.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
that.
that's the same I have. We're twins now.
I love it. Yay,
You
we're
guys are
twinning.
Twinkies.
We're spookies.
That's some pretty tasty weed. I wouldn't know if I would pay
Thank you,
$2.20
John.
for it, but
It's nice to have weed that tastes good.
it is.
It seems like all this dispensary weed tastes the same anymore.
It does, man.
It smells different.
Even the top shelf is like, I've had topper shelf in my life.
A lot of the top shelves I'm noticing are starting to have like seeds and shit in them. It's like, oh, come on now, man. I didn't want to have to go sifting through all that shit.
Yeah, but Starbuds, they're pretty decent little dispensary out there on their way to Beulah. That's that one, I think.
Yeah, there's one in Pueblo West too.
Oh, okay.
And then I believe, isn't there a Starbuds in town too?
Mm-hmm. That's the one I'm talking about. It's on the way. It's right
off
Thatcher way down there.
There you go.
Yep.
So if you're on your way to the reservoir,
yeah, get you some herb.
Stop off at Starbuds and get you some edibles
and buy some Elite Shelf if you're an elite member of the world.
Of the marijuana.
So we have a good friend named the Toxic Zombie. Since this is our Halloween episode, I don't know if you could tell. We're not dressed up like this for nothing.
Sometimes we do.
We like to dress up. But this time is for a reason. It's Halloween. All Hallows Wieners.
Ooh, I like wieners.
Yeah.
I know you do, Jazz. Everybody knows it.
We can smell them from here.
Just had to put it back out there. In case anybody
You
forgot.
smelled it on you when you came in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. Forgot to brush my teeth. No, I'm just joking.
I don't think it was your teeth we smelt, but anyway.
Moving on.
Our good friend the Toxic Zombie did a review of a shitty horror movie, and since it's Halloween, we said, shit, let's show it.
Hell
so let's
yeah.
watch that little review real quick.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Do that.
I'll get it.
Oh, well, hello there. Wow, nice, cheap-looking mask. Not really fooling anybody, are we? Yeah, okay, well, enough about that, my pig snouters and seance shouters. 'Tis I, your horny toad on Cemetery Road, the Toxic Zombie, back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend to check out. Not quite, but a review of Kevin Tenney's 1988 Halloween Hootenanny, Night of the Demons.
They'll get what they deserve. Tonight.
Well, here's to hoping, Pops. So this go around, we have your stereotypical group of young adults deciding it would be a simply splendid idea to throw a Halloween party at the spooky old abandoned funeral home called Hull House.
I'm getting out now before it's too late.
Too bad, so sad, Rajmi boy. But we're already in this thing, full swing.
Oh, heaven help me.
Ain't nobody helping nobody. So after Weird Girl Angela holds a seance that unleashes the prickliest little demon I've ever seen, the fun begins.
Come on, you don't believe all that, do you? It's a bunch of crap.
Of course I do. I had to watch the film. I mean, we're talking eye gouging, tongue biting, arm severing. I better stop. I'm getting a little hungry.
Oh my God.
Oh, like you never seen a neon green zombie that hosts B-rated movies in a tomb before. Sheesh. Anywho, so let's chow down on tonight's summary. We have jean jacket jerking, pirate pansying, Fat Albert voicing, mostly talking about Angela, Stooge snouting, and of course, Linnea lipsticking. And so I give this possessive picture 4 brains.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, relax, Toots. This film really did have a lot going for it. You should be happy. Goes to show you just can't make some folks happy. And trust me, I would know.
Oh, really? What do you know?
I know this review is over, so remember, demon dogs and mullet hogs, this is your old pal, the Toxic Zombie.
Hey, Stooge! What? Check out the old fart!
Yes. Uncle Critter left that here months ago, and I can't air it out. Anywho, if you can't eat them, join them.
There it was. So go check out that movie that he reviewed, Demon Night.
Night of the Demons.
Night of the Demons.
Shout out Toxic Zombie. That was cool, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, it's cool that he does
Amazing.
He's doing more creative shit than I am.
that. For real, me too.
I just realized that we smoked most of that joint during that review, and I've been hitting it both ways.
I noticed that. I was
guys.
like,
Double
We're
hitter.
gonna, yeah, we're gonna
You're
start
that
skipping
guy.
me.
Well, we're only halfway through it, so you've been taking little baby
I mean, I
pills.
realized it, and then I did it a couple more times,
And you're like, this is nice.
and then I brought it up.
You're like, I'm gonna call myself out. Get my Viking hat. This is the worst hat I've ever wore, to be
It's not
honest.
comfortable.
Look at the
It's really
ears.
not. Yeah, dude, you got the ears sticking out sideways. That's dope. That's very
That's your little
intimidating.
elf ears.
Imagine being on the shores of England and seeing the ears sideways.
What are you doing?
right.
What the fuck is that?
It's alright, they'll get chopped off in battle.
First things to go. So make sure to check out Toxic Zombie's YouTube channel. He's got tons of reviews on there. He was on the Pueblo Public Access for a long time, so
That's where I know him from. I knew I recognized that name.
he's a good guy, the zombie.
zombie guy.
So Halloween, man, it's been around for decades. There's a lot of good times, bad times with Halloween.
Decades.
Decades.
Yeah,
Decades.
at least,
Centuries,
at least
brother.
At least since the 70s.
At least since I was around in the 80s.
John Carpenter invented Halloween. There's a documentary about it and everything.
Yep. It's how John carpeted Halloween.
Carpeted it.
And so there's been a lot of ups and downs with the Halloween. There's a lot of things that are getting played out, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's become kind of a little bit fucking overplayed, a lot of this shit, right?
Yeah.
They need to come up with more. Maybe not like the monsters.
Well-
I know Dalton didn't like the new Rob Zombie monsters very
I
much.
loved it. It
The
is
Monsters.
fucking like
You
weird,
loved
but
it?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched it with the kids, and I was like, it's just cute. It's weird. It's like off. I don't know. I like it.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I never
Yeah.
really gave a shit about the original Monsters. I'm just kind
Exactly.
of. I like Rob Zombie when he makes Rob Zombie shit.
Yeah.
This him,
Well,
when I
his
found out
later
he was
stuff.
Halloween was garbage. His Halloween shit was garbage.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I liked the first 30 minutes of that movie. Everything
Like
else
the
was
origin
shit.
New
story
story
part?
stuff.
Just a different look at his backstory. That's what I liked. I didn't see that like that from the original 70s version, but I was like, okay, I guess this is a white trash version of Michael Myers' upbringing. Let's do it. Okay, I'm in. And
feel
then
like-
the rest of the movie is like, okay, fuck this shit.
But
I'm
that's
done.
the thing is, all this Halloween shit is they just keep rehashing the same
Yeah.
shit.
I feel
New
like the
shit.
Monsters
The
was Rob
Addams
Zombie
Family.
got old and he wanted to make something that his kids could watch.
Which is
And-
cute though. Like
yeah,
I like the
but it's
like
not for
I
me.
yeah I like I like the lighting. You know, I liked the characters. I liked how goofy. It
You
was.
liked the lighting?
Yes,
green
like have
underlighting
you
the
seen
whole
how
fucking
bright
time?
the lighting
I mean,
is and like the
for
different
girls,
colors
it's
and
hard
it's
to
just.
do.
It was like that it was
That's
like
my
all
kids
in
liked it.
shadows
That's
and
why you rate the
whispering.
drinks.
Wow, you guys.
That's why you rate the
Whoa.
drinks.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me for liking something.
Suck, Jen.
No,
No,
they did
total
not
PG.
show the boobs.
Which is another reason why I don't like
Or
this
her
one.
butt. They
Because
didn't
if you're
even show
gonna
her
put
butt.
her in a movie, at least show me the goods. Because I got to hear that voice. Shut the fuck up,
I
Sherry
thought
Moon
Herman
Zombie.
was the most annoying part of it. He
I
was
didn't
like
watch it.
he was
I
like
didn't
a
bother.
drunk teenage kid going
Yeah,
through
he was
fucking
kinda lame,
puberty.
The
Yeah.
grandpa was the best thing about it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Daniel
funny.
Roebuck played that shit
I'm gonna
perfectly.
throw
That's what
that
I've heard.
to
I've
the
heard
gods.
he's the best.
You want to light up another
this is
one of
for
those
the dead
doobies?
homies.
So what else is played out though?
Dude,
I've
I'm
seen your
so-
post on Facebook,
Yeah.
and you were 100% on
It wasn't
most
very
of them.
popular, but I stand by it. I'm so fucking sick of Nightmare Before
Yes,
Christmas.
that's what I was about to say.
I like I like it. I liked that era of Tim Burton. It was a groundbreaking movie, blah blah blah. It's a fucking Christmas movie, and I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
Get your fucking Christmas out of my Halloween.
That one I could watch
also-
maybe every
Christmas out of
10
my
years,
Halloween.
honestly. It's not one I want to revisit
Well,
all
and
the
also,
time.
it's fine to be a fan of something, but to turn it into your whole fucking personality,
Yeah.
to where you're getting tattoos and decorating your house, like
Well, that's with
That's-
anything, too.
that's
If you're
fucking
doing it with the
annoying.
Joker or
Ex-
fucking whatever the
except
fuck.
for my friend Brittany, who totally does that. You're cool. I'm not talking about
Not
you.
calling you out.
And so alongside of that is the same people who do that are the ones who are all, it's Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Like I love Beetlejuice. The
They're
same
ruining
thing.
all of Tim
Been
Burton.
around almost 40 years already,
I want to
man.
see those people put up the Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes poster and make that, like, decorate your, you want to be a Tim Burton party?
Oh, man.
Fucking show me some Planet of the Apes.
That was such a low, man. That was a low point, dude. God
It's
damn,
hard,
you
I
had to
think
hit
it's
that
hard
one.
for these Hollywood
Fuck.
types to like make a Halloween movie or a horror movie or whatever the fuck those are. It's like a comedy, horror, dark comedy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's hard for them to come up with a new idea like that. So
It's not
everybody
that hard,
just
man.
harps on those.
I'll admit, dude,
those
I'm an
ones.
Ari Aster fan, so all I'm doing is waiting for that motherfucker to come out with his next one.
What's the last thing he did?
Midsummer.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people didn't like
What's
it.
that artsy-fartsy horror
Yeah,
stuff?
I kind of
horror,
did.
I'm okay with that.
But
At least
I
it's
love
different.
Hereditary even more, man.
Yeah,
Hereditary was
Hereditary
fucking
was
awesome.
more of a solid horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, but Midsummer was, and don't pronounce it like a fucking douchebag.
Midsummer,
It's
Midsummer.
It's
Who
not
cares?
Midsommar.
Who cares?
Fucking dork.
Midsommar.
Fucking dork.
They told me to ridicule Dalton because he's kind of unreliable about when he's here. So
Yeah. He's a little here or there.
Give Dalton
Hit or miss.
ribbons.
I'll give him that one.
Dalton's a hit or miss.
I'll tell you one. I would rather eat a pound of broken glass than listen to The Raven one more time in my life. That is like the American Pie
much
of
does
horror
that
media.
get brought up?
The Raven is so fucking played out. You're not intelligent if you know who Edgar Allan Poe is. Everybody who's ever worked
I
at a
mean,
fucking
middle
Hot
school-
Topic has The Raven memorized. Fuck you and The Raven. Go check out Murders in the Rue Morgue or Mask of the Red Death. I'll even give you The Telltale Heart, which is a story about a guy murdering his roommate, which with Charlie sitting over there I can relate to.
Even the Cask of Amontillado.
Yeah, that's the one, dude. Cask
hit
of
a nerve.
Amontillado.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Right, but
I don't know if that's even the right pronunciation.
I
I'm
like
just
the
looking like a
Telltale
fucking
Heart.
dick.
That's a
you
good
would
one.
know. You're the fucking pronunciation guy, Mr. Midsommar.
Fuck off. Hit that joint and pass it. You're fucking hogging it.
Got me, I was capping on.
Fuck.
Is there anything you think is played out, Dalton? Halloween wise?
You're asking someone who's really.
Because I love the Monster Mash. I don't care how many times I hear that shit.
I don't know. I've never been a fan of the
graveyard
Monster Mash, so
smash.
I can't say that it's played out because I don't.
Oh, so
Really pay
you're
attention
a
to it.
fan of the Transylvania Twist.
What the fuck? No.
If I fuck
More or
with-
less the time warp, not the fucking Transylvania
Rocky
Twist, and
Horror
even the
Picture
time
Show.
warp's not
I
even
do love
fully.
Time Warp.
I don't
That's a
know,
good
man.
one.
That Rocky Horror shit is skating the edge of being played out. It's almost
Is
played
it?
out.
Is it?
Almost. I'm not the authority. I know when I'm sick of shit.
No, me too.
And-
I feel the same way, man. Because when you posted, I was like, yep.
What else did I
Even
say?
there was
Like
Hocus Pocus. I mean, that's
That-
kind of.
I
That
absolutely
Marcus
did not like the new movie. I did not.
I didn't
No,
watch the
I
first
haven't
one.
watched it
I
yet.
didn't like it.
I watched it.
That was just a dig at
just
some
a
It was
people that I
like-
know that
Fans
were-
of Hocus Pocus loved it.
It was like, it was so hyped up, and then you watch it, and you're just
Well, I mean,
like,
the first
really?
one's not that great. I mean, it's
No.
okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some bits on there that still get me laughing. Like when he runs into those two kids in the graveyard, and then he's like, "This is ice," and the motherfucker turns around and it's shaved ice, and
I like
that shit
they
still
keep
makes
making
me
fun of
laugh.
That kid
Yeah.
for being a virgin. That was pretty funny. He's
In the
15,
children's
bro.
movie.
Give him a break.
Dude, most of us are virgins. Relax.
I know, we were all.
Oh,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
did. I did
fucking
like
virgin.
that off the new movie when they were like, "What's a virgin?" They're like, "It's somebody who's never been or lit a candle." So they explained what a virgin was in the second movie. I was like, okay, that was pretty funny. But the
You're
rest
like,
of it, I was just like,
trying to
okay.
explain it to the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
well,
like, you
I've
got
lit all
the-
kinds of candles. I'm not a virgin anymore.
Yeah.
Did-
I'm like, wow.
I don't know, but those
Are you a
little,
virgin?
those little
No, I
girls'
lit a candle
performances
this
on
summer.
there.
I kind of yesterday just to get it over with.
The three little girls in the beginning of that shit that were playing as the young versions of them. For some reason, they hit that shit on point.
You guys can just admit
made
that you
younger
love Hocus
versions of
Pocus.
them?
That's
I like the
I
first
do.
one.
I like the
like
first
the
one.
first
The
one.
second
I don't like
one,
the second
I didn't
one.
like. I did
I
not like
love
the
how
second
this
one.
conversation started about how it's played out, and then you guys are like, remember that one part? You're all excited.
I don't even remember it too much.
The
There's
new,
still
I guess
bits.
Hocus
Oh,
Pocus
fuck.
2
I was
is a
just
little
talking about
early
the
to call
virgin
it
shit.
played out.
But yeah, it's one of those
Oh, shit.
movies that's just like every Halloween, 70,000 posts and videos and top tens and.
I saw a video online of
That's just the culture we live in, man. They just.
True.
There's so many media outlets or whatever. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean.
You're fine. We're all stoned. That's how it works. I'm just trying desperately to hold on to the thought I was trying.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
There was a girl that works at Spirit Halloween, and she was saying, "Here's what not to be," because everybody's buying this shit. And the first thing she said was the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus.
I figured.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn was one of
Harley
them.
was big, yeah. I think I'm gonna be Squirrely Dan from Letterkenny for Halloween this year.
There you go.
That's what I'm going. Fat bearded dude. That's what I gotta find. I Google it every October. Fat bearded dude.
I don't want to shave, so what the fuck did I do?
Squirrely D's a good one.
Nice little lull in the conversation.
This dead air is brought to you by the Dark Hour. Every month at Looney's Comedy Corner.
I was about to ask you, man, what are you guys up to these days?
Dude, so Charlie's over there. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
We didn't have enough mics.
Yeah, we'll get Charlie on eventually.
We need a bigger couch.
I hit him up. He said, "Dude, it's on Thursdays. What do you think?" Said most people are busy on Friday and Saturday, but all right, man.
Okay. So Charlie and I teamed up with Looney's, and the point of this whole show is it's dark, dirty, inappropriate comedy. It's completely R-rated, totally politically incorrect.
I love it.
Jokes that no recording is allowed because we're telling jokes that we wouldn't tell
You'll
online.
get canceled.
It's like, and we bring in
How do
people
I sign up?
She needs
Send
a
us a tape.
platform.
Send us a tape. We'll see what you got. But yeah, we bring in comics and they, professional comics that travel the circuit and do their thing in the scene, but they're doing jokes that they don't normally do because. We all write and we have fucked up shit and we try it and sometimes it works. And, and you also kind of have to be careful what you say out there.
You gotta tell the audience before they get there, hey man, don't bring your offensive pants on because
trigger warning.
The cool thing about this show is people know what they're getting into when they make their reservations.
Right on.
And we tell them at the beginning of the show, if you want to walk out or complain to the manager, we're going to add $25 to your bill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just...
Goes on their credit card immediately.
Every month, Charlie does a unique shirt and poster and other kind of merch, whether it's stickers or keychains or whatever, that is only available at the show. And then we have Pretty Obscene, where I hustle her shit. And so we have a lot of fun, and we make some money. And people come in, and we've gotten nothing but positive response from it so far. Have we walked anybody, Charlie, that you know of?
We walked a couple people on the second show. I think it was during my chemics set.
This shit is, it's savage. Like, you think you're down for whatever. You don't know.
This is what offensive is.
Yeah. And as comics, we've all had that experience where you show up for a show, and you're like, what are the content restrictions? And they're like, anything goes. And you're like, you don't know what you're saying.
Right?
Because you've not experienced the trauma and fucked up shit that I've experienced. So my imagination in that direction is way bigger than yours. Like, I could think of some fucked up shit that'll make you cry and say it on stage. And I'll never say fuck. I'll never say shit. Like, I'll never say your TV dirty words, but I will say some horrific shit. And I've been kicked out of places. The entire city of Canyon City hates me. Because of a show where, and I forget what the joke was. It was, I was just doing my act, It wasn't like I did anything, but I go out of my way to be offensive anyway.
Yeah.
And man, I found out later that it was like 300 people in Canyon City, and they were all like employees.
You gotta be careful with those guys out there,
Dude,
man.
It was like,
man, this is the worst hat I've ever
it's the
worn.
worst. These guys were all church people and employees.
Let me switch up.
I love how my story just completely fell apart.
I'm sorry, man. This hat has overtaken my whole
There you go.
Oh my!
He was standing over there looking like Slash from here. I was like, what the fuck?
I was gonna go back to this one.
Just cut that whole Canyon City thing out.
No, I was actually listening to you.
I was intrigued.
Hey, we have like one Canyon City.
I'm only telling the
viewer, and
story
they
of the
probably
worst
agree.
show I've ever done in my life.
That's good shit,
You're
though.
being honest. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
You can't handle
put it on
offense.
the pimply like
Yeah,
that.
I
was into the story.
I was listening.
All right, so Lauren, here's
I
how
didn't
it
give a
went
shit
down.
about Cameron's hat.
So what ended up happening? They just blast you on the internet or some
Bro,
shit?
I got emails the next day from angry mothers.
Oh my god.
I got booked to do the show, and the kid who booked me, it was the one who sold all the tickets, and everybody in the crowd were people from his church group and people who were employees of
Who
his
the
dad.
fuck goes to church and goes to an offensive fucking comedy show?
Well, he was young. He didn't
They
know better.
went to go get triggered.
It was me and him on the show. I did 30 minutes. They fucking hated me for 30 minutes. I got paid cash for the show.
And they're like,
went,
get the fuck out.
I went straight from the show to the strip club, and I dropped I didn't want that money. I gave it to a stripper. I said,
like,
here you go.
feed your kids, bitch.
That's the worst show of my life, dude. And I woke up the next day to multiple emails. There was no mic. There was no host.
What?
So I was gonna.
mic?
There was no host. I was gonna go out cold. I said, "Have you guys done a sound check?" He goes, "I don't know."
What?
But there's 300 people here.
You gotta be
Fucking-
careful in them little mountain
Fuck.
towns.
Yeah,
I'm
that
having
was-
flashbacks. I'm starting. It was
Oh,
Canyon
you
City.
got PTSD.
Talk about
and
a horror
shit.
story.
Yeah. I went out cold.
Fuck ghosts, bro. No mic.
Went out cold with no mic. The mic wasn't working. So I'm yelling at the audience.
Oh
and
my
I'm looking
God.
around and I point out, I say, I see a lot of families and shit here with kids.
Oh,
and here's my
gosh.
policy with kids. If I'm not getting laid, your kids are not my problem. So here's my act. And I just go into my regular act, and people were getting up in droves.
They thought, they thought they were gonna see Gallagher.
Bye.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what they expected. But he told me
Seinfeld.
anything goes. He said anything goes. So.
Wow. But who the
Obviously
fuck invites
But I
like
got
a
jokes about abortion
from a
and breast
church?
milk and just like crazy shit that you don't talk
Like
about
you
in
do,
polite
like you
conversation.
do.
Yeah.
Why is
I
that
tell
offensive?
strip club stories. Like, it's,
The best is when you can abort a baby with breast milk.
here's my take on abortion. Ladies, have
I got
all the
pregnant
abortions
just
you
for the
want.
breast milk, not the
Have
baby.
all the abortions you want. Go nuts.
I just
I
say
don't give a
squirt it
shit.
up there and see what happens.
There's 3 people in this room that should have been abortions. I am pro-choice.
Let's wrap this episode.
Right.
I'm not. Anyway, come out to the dark hour, November 10th.
Yeah, get some
Happy-
dark shit.
Happy Halloween.
Yes.
Ooh, spooky. All right, Jasmine. We all did a shot of this earlier,
Yeah.
and you're about to do your second one, or what?
We got a little deadhead rum. Let's give it a try.
Dead head, shrunken head.
It's pretty strong.
So we all had a shot before the show. What'd you think?
Ugh.
I didn't really notice it, man. I just
It
kind of.
wasn't that bad. I followed
Yeah,
it with
it
some
was-
Dr. Pepper, and
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
rum. I wouldn't
it's-
go out of my way. I'd go for
No.
a Sailor Jerry's
I
or
like
something
the
like
bottle
that.
though, so I thought it was cool. Good Halloween bottle.
I thought it was a
Laughing at my
bomb.
Sailor Jerry's, bro.
Some
What's wrong with
Sailor.
Sailor Jerry?
It's up there with Captain and all them.
That's
Other
right.
rummers.
I'd give it a
Captain.
5. It's real
Not high
spicy,
school
so it's
anymore.
definitely a real got the rum. It's just it's strong for me, but
Too strong for you?
a little too strong.
Too spicy? What would you give
Too
it on the
spicy.
scale?
Like a 5.
A fiver?
It's
Mid
rum.
range?
Not my rum, but it's rum.
Yeah. What do you like? Light rum?
I like Captain.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a little just more spicier. It had
It is
different
spicy.
spices
It's
too.
very spicy.
But it wasn't overbearing.
Very strong.
You ever had red rum?
Red rum.
Red rum.
No, I didn't know it
It's
existed.
rum.
I've never had red rum.
It's a rum that comes in a coffin-shaped bottle. It's
Oh,
a cool
shit.
bottle, and it's called red rum, and it's like a
Alright.
spiced rum. It's really good. So
try
check
that.
it out.
Next
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll try
Next
that.
Halloween.
I wanted to
Next-
talk to you about Sailor Jerry's. I want to know what the fuck that was all about.
Oh, Sailor Jerry.
I said Sailor Jerry's. He was like, Sailor Jerry. Like, what the fuck?
This dick.
I don't think any of them sea fucking people are pretty good, man. They're captain.
AKA Josh.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the show, guys. Happy Halloweens. Go
Weenies.
check out John over at the Dark Hour and
Fuck
all his
yeah.
other things he's out there doing.
Go
Don't
check
do
out
it if
Pretty
you're
Obscene on
offended.
Instagram
Loonies.
and get a nice fuck you shirt.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
thanks for the shirts, bro.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
man.
thank you,
Right
John.
on.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks for coming through. Right on, Dalton.
Give a
Fuck
shit.
you, Dalton.
I don't care. Fine. Fuck you then.
Glad
Shit.
you stayed quiet.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Well, we gotta talk shit to Dalton before we end the show. Like,
No, you need to sit over there and stay over there. We gotta wrap up the episode. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Stay over there. Okay.
Oh shit!
Like, subscribe.
That looks like cultural appropriation. That's what just happened.
He loves me.
That was great.
Hello, boys and girls. It's a Halloween celebration tonight. Woo! We got John Brown.
What's up?
We got motherfucking Kevin Longo. And we got Count Jazzula. And
Count
motherfucking
Jazzula.
John looking like old man.
That's my uncle.
Something or other.
That's my uncle.
So let's get it screaming.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Doobes, Doobes. We roll up the doob with the ganja, the marijuana. Doobes. Get high.
Hey, welcome to spooky season, y'all.
Yeah.
Spooky season.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Spooky season.
Spooky.
Ooh, we should have started our fog machine.
Oh shit.
We got one and we never
Let's start it up right now. We're gonna fog
Hey, I
it up.
got your fog machine right.
Q fog.
She's steaming.
Tonight's guest is Kevin Longo from the Cannon Cabinet.
Hey.
Joining Jazz at the bar.
We
How's
drinking?
the bar these days, guys? They got a good selection up there, or just like one drink?
You know, it's like
tastes
one
citrusy.
or two maybe. We're gonna let you know.
I see
Okay,
makers
what
up
drink? What drink are you testing
We're
there?
drinking some Hard Rock Hurricane, you know? It's 10% alcohol, but it's tally.
You know.
It's a tally.
Canadian,
you know?
right?
You know, it's gluten free.
Coming all the way from Wisconsin.
Gluten-free, you know,
All the
low
things you
sugar.
need.
Actually, it's 47 grams of sugar.
It's
That's
got a lot of
just
carbs in it.
totally-
I remember that.
A lot of
Got real sugars
carburetors,
or
you
fake
know.
sugars?
Lots of real.
It is full of octane, you know.
We're gonna get a review.
The cancer. You never
Careful
know.
with the cancers.
They cancer.
We're gonna get a review on that in a minute. Don't tell us yet. I know you guys are itching to tell us. Jasmine, you look uncomfortable as fuck in
she's
that
itching.
mask.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm
All right,
gonna
put it-
be
put it
just
back on. You're
fine.
prettier
I'm gonna
with it
just-
on.
I'm just gonna be just fine.
Tonight we got John Brown back.
Yeah.
Brown.
Halloween, baby.
What?
It's my
Rated.
favorite time of year.
How many Halloween episodes have you been
We
on?
have
Bro,
Just-
I was definitely here last year.
Last time.
You wore the
And-
witch's hat.
Yeah.
Me
Now I
too.
wore the most racist hat you guys had to offer. I picked the most racist.
Dude, you brought that. What are you talking about?
That was your own collection.
He wanted to take his eyes back, and we were like, nah, man.
He's a terrible
I
person.
got these big buck teeth in my pocket. They said, don't even bring those out. Listen, last night, Ryan, I wanted to talk about this, and if you don't like it, you can cut it out. Last night, we did an episode of The Dark Hour for October.
Okay.
And I was talking about Halloween on stage. And I'm not going to do the whole bit, but I have a bit where I talk about, they always put out warnings that you're going to get weed candy in your kids' trick-or-treat bags. Like, watch out for these degenerate fucking weed people.
give 'em to me.
Because they're going to... Well, listen,
Horrible
your kids
people.
aren't cool enough to get free drugs from me, first of all. If I have edibles on Halloween, those edibles are already inside me by the time they get to the door.
And how you
And if
gonna
I
afford
puke in their
fake children?
trick-or-treat bag, that's the only way they're going to get them.
They're far
And if
too
they eat it-
expensive.
if they eat it after that, you leave that kid alone. He's hardcore. He deserves it.
He keeps going back.
And I feel like
what he wants.
I feel like if you're gonna dose
He's been
kids
bullied.
on Halloween, you get more bang for your buck out of fentanyl anyway. Because
Wait,
at least,
what?
hear me out. Because that way, at
He's
least
got a
you-
point.
At least you get some free Halloween decorations. They barely even make it off your porch before they just fall.
Right.
And you can say, "Look, that one's a pumpkin, and next year it'll be a skeleton."
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yes.
I mean, to be
dark
really
humor.
honest,
It's a dark
truly
hour.
honest, stoners just don't turn on the light during Halloween.
Yeah, who the fuck
so
wants to
you're not
answer the
gonna
door?
get candy from us
I
because we
don't know,
probably
man.
ate
Man,
all
I
the
would love
candy.
to, but they don't
and
come
then
around.
Our light didn't work, so we didn't turn it
I
on.
always lived
And
in
you don't come anyways, and we eat all the fucking candy
And
anyway.
we couldn't
So
get out of the couch.
I always lived in the house that all the neighborhood kids were afraid of. So they didn't come to my house.
Spooky one.
Yeah.
What? They're supposed to on Halloween, though, right?
His was spooky year
No,
round.
they're-
Oh, it was real spooky.
Was it the neighborhood?
It was more like my dad was violent. And,
Oh, that is a
you know,
spooky
you might
house.
get shot going on our porch, kind of.
They've seen
Oh,
the shot.
I want to be a
Shotgun
Jehovah's
Brown.
Witness at your house.
Shotgun Brown.
But you know what I was gonna say earlier? All the warnings I saw for this year are for fentanyl, not for weed anymore, because they're real worried.
Everybody
about.
wants the weed. They're like, ooh, these are edibles? Yay, I'm gonna put the kids to sleep tonight.
At least the kids don't have a fucking kilo.
Ooh, this one's from the candy cabinet. I'll take that, little Timmy.
Hey, I do not advise no.
I thought we were trying to
It ain't
promote
come
this.
from me.
Oh, yeah.
Check the receipts, motherfucker.
Certified
Never.
zero
Trick or
fentanyl.
treating at Longo's
What?
house.
I don't put that in weed, do I? I don't think you could hide it.
Good old Josh, man. That mask
like,
is trippy as hell. You can breathe all right in it, smoke weed and everything.
I mean, my
Dude,
nose
it
is
looks like it
inside
is
this
him.
nose, but
Looks like a normal.
That's gonna be Josh when he's like.
it feels like I'm putting on like the mask that they put on in like Mission Impossible. Like it
Yeah.
fits so tight. It's like in my eye.
It could be
Because you
you.
have the whole beard too.
Super believable, too.
Blend it, yeah.
Super believable,
Love
definitely.
it.
It's got these weird.
So tell us
thick-ass
what we're
strands, so-
smoking on tonight, man.
We're smoking
Yeah,
garlic breath.
Garlic breath.
Garlic breath.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's the name of the
Shut
weed.
up. Who wants to smoke?
Gonna
garlic
kill you.
breath?
You a vampire.
Yeah. That's why she's so
Try it.
fancy.
No, don't let her try
Let
it.
me try
Kill
it.
her.
Ooh, we're gonna turn her
I'm
into
gonna
smoke.
try it.
Longo, you got
Vampire
the
getting
long.
the smoke pure.
But it's from the strawberry fields. It's $183 out the door. They hit you with the $3.
It's diamond shelf, y'all.
Yeah.
Wow,
Diamond
Smoking
183
that
for
diamond.
a.
It tastes like anything like garlic.
I feel, well, I hope not.
She's not dead.
It should taste more like
Not really.
Didn't
Garlic.
kill
But-
me. It's not garlic. We
Like a
fine.
skunk.
I have heard if you have 1,000 points,
It almost
it's
tastes like
$100 out
swag.
the door.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So if
Not
you
103 or anything crazy like that.
So if you spend $1,000 at the place, you can get $83 off.
They're giving you 8% off.
Holy shit, that's a deal.
All
8% of the money you spend.
Go
you
spend
get.
$1,100 at Strawberry Fields.
2 years later, you're gonna get a fucking 83.
Dude, Starbuds had a thing on their points thing where if you had like 250,000 points, you could go home with a Mustang.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's been there for years.
Yeah, but that means you have to spend.
It's a 1986 fucking.
Yeah. You got to spend $250,000 at this one dispensary, but they'll give you a Mustang. At the
Wow.
But you
Nobody's
can't
won
spend
it
any
yet,
of your
probably.
points, I don't think. I think
That's
they want
what
you
you're
to
exchanging.
build it up.
Anybody
Yeah.
redeemed that
You're
in the
exchanging
whole
your
fucking
points.
10 years. He did
They're like,
Just buy
we
your
could put
own
it on
goddamn Mustang.
Craigslist or we could give it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he drove the shit
That's
out
a,
of that
that's
thing.
a smart little
He
market.
got it 10
vanilla
years
ice cream.
later. He's like, you sure you want this? I don't know.
Give it to me.
He's like, I gotta drop some groceries off and I'll bring it right to your house.
Let me get the car seat out the back. I'll give it right to you.
Just gonna vacuum some of these French
Yeah.
fries and it's all yours, man.
Through the octopus car wash, you're good to go, bro.
Nice. I like the way you got a drink, Jess. That looks hella fucking cool.
Yeah, soup's cool.
Vampira.
Yeah, you're drinking some hard rock.
Soupy vampire.
Okay, so we gotta get on with this Halloween episode, y'all.
Do it.
My
Yeah.
first question is, I guess this is kind of a corny question, but what was
like
your
corny.
best costume that you've ever came up
Damn,
with?
I forgot you mentioned
I was
this.
a medicine.
I don't know if I can remember anything.
I'm
Right
a
here, baby.
One time I got
Looking
this
at
monkey
got
mask,
mail.
right? And I cut the mouth off of it, so my beard was still. I had like a monkey mask, plus I could smoke my weed and drink and shit. Yeah, kind of like that. I love that, man. I put some sunglasses on it. That monkey mask got me through many Halloween. I still try to look for it, but I can't find it in any of the spirits or any of that. But I'll find it again. I'll be a monkey again.
So it was Halloween of 2000, and I was in a haunted house. And in that haunted house, it was Pigface the Butcher was the character.
Oh,
so
shit.
it was basically,
Awesome.
I wore like a bloody apron and I had this pig mask that it looked like it had been cut up and sewn back together.
Yes.
So it was like pieces. And then I was just bloody and I had like a necklace of doll like arms and a doll head and everything. It was just bloody.
I was all
And
made
I
up,
would-
special, good.
Exactly. And
Oh,
for the
yeah.
haunted house, I would
Sounds
chew on
rad.
raw
We need
garlic all
pictures of
night.
that.
Speaking of garlic breath, there's one on Facebook.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
send it to us.
So during the haunted house, I would chew on raw garlic so that I stunk when I got up close to people.
Oh god.
And it was really terrifying.
Guy was
Like,
really
That's-
committed
that's
to his
commitment
role.
right
yeah, it was awesome. That's the best Halloween I think I've ever had, was working on that haunted house.
Like I scared at least
That's
1,000
awesome.
people.
I love that. We need pictures.
Hell yeah.
There is one on Facebook, so I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
get that.
I just posted it the other day.
Bam, that's coming up on the screen right now.
Because it's fucking, well, that was the year 2000, so it was 23 years ago.
It's hard to get pictures from those days.
I
old,
know,
bro.
right?
Me too. I just turned 40.
Oh my god.
Oh, geez, not 40.
Oh Jesus.
Let's not talk about
That's not
that, Chuck.
Terrible.
Anyway,
It hurts my
Jasmine, what was
feelings.
your best costume?
My best costume.
That one year you
was-
wrestled?
I probably when I did the garter belt wrestling, I was like a German nurse. It was like a leather red dress. I was like 110 pounds. And
You
I
was
wrestled
looking your
some
best.
bitch in another nurse costume for garter belts. It was kind of hot.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I
was
saw
that
that.
at a party or was it like a
I was
public
at the
event?
bar. What
No, it was
Phil's?
at Phil's Radiator.
Oh shit!
God damn.
That's the
Yeah,
best
we were-
place you want to be rolling around on the floor.
We wrestled
They-
for garter belts, and it was.
What
it
were
was
you
the
guys
whole
wrestling
thing.
in? Jello
I mean,
or
there were
something?
staph
No, we were just-
infections,
we were just
shared,
on
yeah,
rolling
yeast
around and
infections.
I
It
could
was
have
just-
swore
it
you guys
just
was
mats.
wrestling in
That's all
something.
it was. It was just like the little wrestling mats, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
had to like take each other's garter belts off, and whoever had the most won.
So it was more than one person.
Yeah, I was wrestling another nurse,
Jesus
and she
Christ.
was wearing a
It was a
leather
nurse
white
battle.
dress, and everybody saw my downstairs, but I also wore red
So,
spankies. So that
Did you
was
come
fun.
out double garter belt or garter
We
belt
started
less?
out with like a bunch of garter belts. And
Yeah,
whoever
it
had
was
the
like a
most.
So
bunch.
did
I
you
see.
lose or win?
I don't remember.
Question.
I think it
the
was
audience won.
I think
She
everybody
lost.
won in that
She don't
situation.
remember.
I think the audience won.
Everybody won. in that
Everybody won that
situation.
Well,
I was
the
there and
audience
I just
always
remember
wins.
being hella confused, like, alright.
I was confused too. Like, I think that
Wait,
was
we got
probably my
nurses
best
wrestling.
costume.
Why are we fucking with the garter belts?
I just
think
kept
that's
saying,
kind of the
fuck garter belts, keep
We
wrestling.
kind of staged it. We were like, all right, I'm gonna like attack you, or you're gonna roll you
We're
over my
choreographing
like
your
leg,
fight?
blah blah blah. Like we kind of had it staged a little bit, but
So you're telling me the garter bake wrestling was fake?
WWG World Wrestling Garter Belt.
Dang.
a little bit, and then
God
she like
damn.
bumped my face, and then
And that was staged?
That was your idea, huh?
no, she humped my face.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That
just
was
laid
your
there
idea.
like
She was like, okay, I guess.
and then I was like, give me your garter belts, bitch. She's like, you can have 3. Yeah, no, we kind of had like a game plan, but it was a lot of fun. I think I was like 23-ish.
They
That's a long time
barely,
ago.
they barely let you guys in, but it was cool.
They definitely
They were
questioned-
definitely checking IDs. Yeah.
They're like,
But
I
it
can't
was
fit an
fun.
ID anywhere, guys.
It was fun.
I remember good times.
It was good times.
Kevin, I already know Josh's best costume. He's wearing that shit right now.
It's this one.
Kevin just
I
made
mean,
it.
to be honest, I just made this, so this can't be all that bad.
He's the
pretty
Shredder, he's the Shark Man, and he's also...
I'm the White Claw.
He's the
I'm the
White
Claw.
Claw.
Come here. I gotcha.
I'll get you by the...
He'll get you
Taint.
with his claw.
I'll get you by the taint.
Anybody
I
wants
can't
to be
read his
clawed.
thoughts.
I dress up for Halloween every day, so this is just.
John
as good as
said
it
he wish
gets.
he
I
could
could see
tell, but he
that.
can't read your thoughts.
I'm really
Yeah.
jealous of his fucking tinfoil hat right now.
I know, we can't read his thoughts.
The 5G, he's just reflecting it.
Bet you can't know.
He's projecting his thoughts at us.
He's projecting his thoughts.
It's like an
Well,
amplifier.
it kind of
It's
just
not
goes
that
back in
intense,
though.
honestly.
It's just
That's
like
the
go
problem.
smoke can of Kevin.
You know?
All right, guys. So we're moving on to our next Halloween segment, the spookiest segment of them all. John,
Yeah.
John.
what's some good Halloween movie recommendations? You told me you had some
Okay.
obscure ones up your sleeve.
Yeah, I've got a few that I put out whenever somebody's like, what's a good Halloween movie I probably haven't seen. So number 1 is super fun. It's called Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Have you guys seen this?
No,
You've
never
seen
heard of it.
No.
It's fucking killer, and it
Behind the
it's
Mask.
really funny. Yeah, it's called Behind the Mask. It's really funny, but it's also legitimately scary. It's like a legit slasher movie, and it's kind of a documentary thing
Is it
where
B-rated?
it's
B-rated.
No, it's really well made.
Oh, really?
It's super good. Yeah, it's
never heard
it's
of
like
it.
a documentary crew, and they're following this guy that is planning his slasher movie spree. So he's doing all the backstory of like, here's how you do this, and there's a scene where he's like, there's so much cardio involved, and people just don't know.
They see me walking around all the time. But
Yeah, and
Yes.
I gotta
it's great.
over there.
It's so fun.
So it's like the making of a slasher movie.
It'd be real.
Oh,
But
A
the-
real documentary crew followed that
It's
killer.
it's in a world where like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, they're all real people. And all their
What?
stories actually happened,
Shut
and they're like
up.
admired by other would-be fucking serial killers. Dude, it's awesome.
I definitely like the
Movie
mentor.
night.
Yeah, so definitely.
Just take off the
Check it
buck
out.
teeth, though.
Yeah,
No, I want to keep.
Do you got any
them
more,
down.
Josh? Do you got any?
I always like
got
pumpkin
John's
bugs.
got, John's got
Yeah,
one more.
we
Let's
can-
let him.
Let's just let John just take over.
So rattle him off.
Except I'm gonna
like, he's got a
interrupt
better
and say
list
the
than we do.
1960s Psycho is always a good one to go to.
It's always worth a watch.
OG,
fucking love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, the
Love,
full
love, yes, 90, yeah,
Which
hell
one?
yeah.
The original Psycho.
Yeah,
Slow burn.
the
I
original
like
Psycho was
Well,
amazing.
the sequels aren't as bad as you would think either.
I was
No,
gonna
they're
say
not.
the sequels
Yeah.
are. That's why I was like, wait, the first
Psycho
one
3
or
is
the-
awesome.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the first one, love it. Love,
Yeah.
love, love. I mean,
It's a
it's
good
all
one.
it's scary at the same time, but it's also hysterical just
Yeah.
because it's terrible.
Dude, that's the greatest part of all fucking.
Exactly.
I like
Yeah.
the end where the
So
guy's like,
psycho.
all right, this is what happened in the last 10 minutes of the movie. Let me explain it to you real quick.
Yeah.
For you dummies out there.
So the
That
skeleton,
mask,
like,
it
ooh,
literally
spooky shit.
fucking feeds on.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
you would fucking. Hey, let me explain it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell you what this is all about. So
paid
these
it
people-
in
the original show.
Leatherface, well, he was born in a bad home.
God damn
The
it.
trucker cap and the flannel. And I think I'm there.
Yes, I love it.
You can explain this
some
to
New
the people,
Balances.
What
man.
is at the top? Shut up. Are you wearing New Balance?
No, I
He's about to mow my lawn right now.
Yeah, right,
Josh,
yeah.
get the fuck out.
Get my jorts on.
I need my lawn mowed.
He's got
Go
the
ahead,
long
John. Let's
socks.
let John explain some more of these.
I'm high, and
While
I'm just trying
he's
to
got
hold
him on
to
his
the
brain.
thought. I don't want
We're
to
Try to
listening.
remember any of
We're
them.
right
Good
here
man.
for it.
So I always recommend Martyrs, the original French version of Martyrs. That movie is fucked up. It's demented, twisted movie. But I found out last year that the director made another movie called Incident in a Ghost Land.
What?
And that movie fucking stuck with me, dude. It's so like
Are they just,
scary
like, weird
and
or what?
demented. Yeah, man. It's like the guys from France, and Martyrs was in that whole like French extreme movement that happened in the 2000s, was like High Tension and Martyrs and Frontiers. There was a few movies. They were like super violent, super gory, super fucked up, and Martyrs was one of those. And I love it. The concept behind it is it's fucking brutal, but it's also like mind blowing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Have anybody seen Martyrs?
These are definitely
High Tension.
obscure,
High Tension's dope,
obscure movies.
bro. That one
And
is
it's
like.
watch.
Where do you watch these on?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So there's a shitty American remake of Martyrs. Do not watch that. Do
I
not
think
do
that's
it.
what I saw.
Do not watch. Yeah, so you got to go watch the.
Where do
Anyway,
you see him?
I don't know, man. I just searched them up on wherever they're
Like
streaming.
Amazon.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say like Shudder is a really good place
Yeah, yeah.
to watch all horror.
I think
Yeah,
the
that's
Martyrs
awesome.
is
Tubi's
on
on.
one of them.
Tubi's got a lot of them old weird ones
Yeah.
from
So
the 80s.
I saw Incident in a Ghostland on Tubi, so I know it's on there.
Okay.
I think Martyrs
and it's
is on
free.
one of them.
Tubi, you gotta watch ads, but I mean it's old school like that.
Hey, we grew up on fucking.
I'm used to it.
Everything's
Like, it's
commercials,
fine.
right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it gives you a chance to go to the bathroom, pops popcorn.
Yeah, gotta get to the
Go to the
bathrooms.
bathroom.
Take a sip of poop poop.
You need a fucking commercial. Check on your mother, Papa Squad. Get back. You're fine. You can come back to your show.
All right, come watch
commercial
Tubi.
over. All right.
Once we get on Tubi, we'll start.
I fucking
doing
hate
those.
Tubi because of the ads. I don't like watching movies on it.
Everything
It's the same fucking ad over
I
and
know,
over.
dude,
The
that's
same
what I hate
Don
about it.
Duck ad over and
Oh,
over.
yeah. I know what you're talking
Did we get 3? Because you have a fucking good list. I just want to keep
So,
going.
no,
I need all these fucking listed.
I know, right?
So
One
my
more.
buddy Charlie and I it's in the theaters now. I think it's a limited release though. It's from South America. It's called When Evil Lurks. And that's also like a really actually dark, fucked up movie that'll stick with you. Because it's like this town that it has a demonic presence going on, and pretty much like any animal or any person can get possessed. And then around that, all kinds of dark, evil, fucked up shit happens. Like you watching your family die and stuff, and people just out of blue murdering each other. And so, it was so fucked up.
It's like demons are just released all over
It
the place.
was crazy, yeah. It was like there was one particular person that was possessed, and he was trying to get killed because then the demon can be reborn from his corpse. It was pretty high
Don't they have
concept.
to have sex or something to get rid of it?
What?
No, that's
Okay, I saw.
That's
I heard
It
Follows.
That's
It follows, yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
not
how
It
they.
Follows.
Also a good movie.
It follows. That was a fucking trippy one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's like a STD. They got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, that chick tries to, man, but
She
people
does
be
it.
fucking too
She
much.
did it. She fucked
Too
her
much
little-
fucking. Everybody.
She
go
had a little
back.
simp guy next to her that
Yeah.
was like, "Well, I've
do
wanted
it."
to have sex
Yeah.
with you since I was 11, so I'll take on a monster just to touch your boobies." And so she fucked him and
That word.
passed it on.
Nice.
Sad
You-
part
you
about that
totally
movie is like
sacrificed that
90% of us, when we were in our teens, probably would have
I know,
fucking
like,
took that.
Yeah.
Oh, demons fall on you?
Can
Oh,
understand
sure.
this
Yeah.
demon. He's like, is
I'm
this
so
bitch
glad
crazy?
you said a demon's fucking coming after you.
I'll just get
I
my
didn't know this
nut
was
and
that
then I'll
easy.
set up a lawn chair and a 6-pack and wait for that fuck. Dude, I'm good. I can die happy now. You can
Yeah. At least I'm
break
not a
me in
virgin.
half or whatever you need to do. There was a couple of girls in my school I probably would have taken on that It Follows demon for.
Yeah. When you're that age, man, you'll do what it takes.
I just run from a demon the rest of my life. Ah, he's here!
Rack up some frequent flyer miles, bitch.
I gotta
You better
find.
be ready to go to Costa Rica, motherfucker.
You can find some paraplegic or somebody who needs to fuck. Come on.
No, fuck that, dude. I'll just make him follow me the whole time. No. If you ever fucked anybody, you just like feel really bad and you make them fuck you back. You know,
Oh, you
so
guys
you
are
take on the
fucking people?
demon and they just always run after you. You know?
That's how you do it.
Not really.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
meet
you be a
once-
man about it.
You meet once a year at a Motel 6 and you fuck, and then you go in opposite directions.
Wait, you guys are fucking people?
I mean,
She's
each
like, oh, I'm
other.
sucking.
That's none of your business.
That makes more
Vampira.
sense. That makes more sense.
You
ain't
should be sucking
this.
them. Bull.
Or the blood.
I was
I meant the blood. Vampire.
I wonder if a hand job counts. If you're
Bum.
getting followed by
wait.
the It Follows demon, and you get a hand job, does it just like kind of rough you up a little bit when it catches you?
Yeah.
You wrap
Like I didn't have sex, bro. Anyway,
You just wake up with your ass hurting. Like, ugh.
No.
All right. Does anybody else have any obscure movies?
No.
Old man Winter over there.
I'm trying to think of one, but I can't remember it. It's like the guy where he like has this twin, like little.
Oh, basket
person.
case?
No, the little guy.
Yeah.
They also make fun of it on South Park. Right?
That's- yeah,
like
that's
they're in the
basket case. It's
safari,
gotta be.
It's like a jungle guy. They
oh,
wear like the yellow.
the island of Dr. Moreau.
Yes, the island of Dr. Moreau.
I thought we were talking about basket case.
Love
That
that.
one.
Yes, I love that movie.
It's not that
That movie
old.
is amazing.
Are you
Yes.
talking about the one with
weird.
Val Kilmer and
songs
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
Yes.
after that goddamn movie.
Dude,
Val
that's like one of
Kilmer
my
and
favorites.
fucking Marlon
Like it's an
Brando.
oldie but goodie. Yes, Island of
It's-
Dr.
Marlon Brando just
Super
brought that
weird.
guy on.
It is super weird,
Super
but it's
weird.
perfect for our episode.
Yep.
It is a great movie, and I love that South Park makes fun of it.
Have you seen the documentary about the behind the scenes of all that?
I've been
it's a
trying to
super
find that.
crazy
You
story.
can't find it
Yeah,
anywhere,
yeah.
man.
It's weird.
Because I heard that documentary is good.
Yeah,
It's
it
fucking
is.
weird.
It's totally worth
Because it was a
watch.
shit show. That
Yeah.
production.
And
It's
you
a
know
Halloween
what? You know,
show,
for
bro.
this Hallows Eve, just worship Satan. You know,
Hey, I don't endorse this.
every goddamn time I ever hear kids that are afraid of dogs and everything, all I say is they
Halloween
want to
is
talk to
about an
worship Satan.
escape
That's
from
it.
evil, not a run
Tip, you're
towards
gonna be
evil.
just fine.
That's all you gotta do. Oh, maybe not touch the tip. It's the children. Come on,
Hey,
it's
Kevin.
the children. All right.
Hey, Kevin, I got a question for you,
Who
buddy.
was talking to children?
I got a
Tip of the
question for you,
horns.
buddy.
And it's not about worship
Okay,
Satan.
listen.
No, it's about where's a good place to smoke on Halloween
In Colorado.
in Colorado.
Oh, okay. An eerie
Spooky.
place, south side Colorado, southern Colorado, has got to be Bishop's Castle.
There you go. That's a
And
Go
You know,
out
my
there
favorite
at
place-
night, go get high. I'm
What are
not
the-
advising trespassing,
Fall down a
but you may
staircase.
go up to
Yeah,
a
right. Don't
fucking
climb too
tower at dark when you're not supposed to be
I
there.
think he'll let you. I don't think he cares.
That guy doesn't give a shit, bro.
Gate, right?
If anybody don't care that you're there at night,
No,
they
I
should.
don't endorse going to Bishop's Castle outside of business hours. I don't know.
You should have
I don't
you
know
should
what the
definitely
rules
have
are.
a light
You might
I do
because
not endorse any, but if
Maybe
there's
you
a
could
full
book a private
moon,
event.
maybe Friday the 13th.
But you can always
And
go
you
to
know,
like San
you
Isabel
wanna-
Lake, which is right down the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lake
you
Isabel's
could
pretty
you
dope.
could go there at
Go
dawn when
to
it's like
Pueblo
closing,
Reservoir.
right
You can
before
go
it
to Lake
closes.
Isabel
Outlook Point or
24/7, bro.
something, Liberty Point.
I know I've been at Bishop Castle at night. Nobody gave.
I mean, that was our
You're
adolescence.
so white you don't even come out at night.
This is true. This is true.
I mean,
I got
they thought it was a full
I
moon.
got a good Halloween
Just
smoke
saying.
She's
spot.
like, you don't even have moon burn.
You don't even have to
I'm just gonna talk to the camera because these guys don't give a shit what I have to say.
No, man, they
John,
don't.
we're hearing
Jasmine
No,
was
it's fine. I just drove down here from the Springs to share my thoughts with you guys, but you're just rambling back and forth at each
Exactly.
other. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
That's
I've been
usually
double
how
hitting
it goes.
This joint. You always make me sit in the middle. It goes past me twice, and I get fucking
He doesn't know
blasted.
which way it goes.
And then I start having a panic attack because I don't know how long we've been recording anymore. And I'm trying to part.
been
I'm
2
trying to do a
hours. We need to
goddamn
wrap it
show.
up.
You just got to worry about how many joints have been smoked. That's not how much time.
I love it here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I got a spooky spot for smoking. There's a cemetery. I'm not even shitting you, and I don't think it's trespassing because nobody gives a fuck anymore.
do it.
If you drive out towards Pueblo West, Highway 50 West, you go past the second McCulloch. There's a road called Swallows Road. And the last time I've been down there, it was a shitty dirt road. I don't know
that
what
where
it's
you
like.
grew up?
I haven't been there forever. You go down that road all the way to the end, and it dead ends at a fucking ancient cemetery.
Yes.
Yeah, Swallows
And Swallows
Cemetery.
Cemetery, dude.
Let's
And
go.
I don't think anybody gives a fuck if you go out there.
It's
Nobody
definitely
gives a fuck if
creepy.
you swallow.
We used to
Jasmine's
go
been
hang
to
out
Swallows
there.
a lot.
Yeah, we used to go hang out
Lot
there
of
in high
mad
school.
babies.
So you want to spook me?
No, I agree with you on that one. That's for real. Of course, Jasmine has to make the Swallows joke
Yeah,
four
goddamn.
times.
Some of us are trying to do a show, Jasmine.
Like, I've already had 5 shots of blood.
Cut me out.
You guys need to get her out of the house more
Let's
often.
review it. Let's review this drink.
You don't want to bring her back to her old stomping grounds, Swallows Cemetery.
There's murdering babies left and right.
There's a reason why they call that Swallows Road.
She's like, I go to Spitz Cemetery. Thank you very much.
The early name was Jasmine. Yeah.
But my hooker name is the old coat hanger.
Oh,
It used to be
Jesus.
called She Who Swallows.
The
but they had to cut
Scrambler.
it down because-
The old
That's her Native
scrambled
American
eggs.
name.
She who swallows.
Swallow
She who
and go.
swallows cemetery.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Jesus.
They named it after just me.
If I ever saw that in LA, I would know.
I used to have an old Swallows road sign because we stole it one year.
Just put Jazz
And if I
underneath
still
it.
had it, I would give it to you for Christmas. Just because of this moment.
Yeah.
Jasmine, what do you think? Hard Rock?
Ah,
What are they doing over here with this fucking
I think it's
hurricane?
about a 5.
Ooh,
It's in
mid-grade.
between. It's a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs, a lot of weird aftertaste, but it's got a
What's it
lot of
taste like?
alcohol.
Early on.
It just it has like a bit of an orange taste. Let me give it
Can't drink it through the teeth, huh?
Yeah.
It's not a neck.
That's what Mardi Gras tastes
Drink
like
it
right
slow.
there.
It's like a terrible, you know, one of those little orange
Tip my hat to
powder
that.
guys, like the.
Orangey,
weird.
huh?
It's real orangey, real sugary. Not my thing. I give it a 5.
All right, mid-grade.
Mid grade.
Meow, meow,
A lot of sugar.
All right.
I bet there's a million high school kids that are just fucked up off of those right now.
It literally tastes like high
It
school.
only tastes like
you drank gummy bears and fucking just like plugged your nose and drank
Let me
fucking
take a sip, man. I need a throwback to high school right now.
That's exactly what that tastes
Hand
like.
that on to Cam.
He's got the
Taste it.
Longo arms.
Let me know what you think.
Arms.
At 10% alcohol, yeah. When I was in high school, we would have sucked these down before gym class.
Oh, I'm sure John drowned.
Oh, that's a gym
and nobody
class.
would have known either.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, you plug your nose like.
Gotta lift the stash up.
Dude, I can smell that shit. It smells like Kool-Aid.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's
smells like a
definitely
fresh
something.
Kool-Aid.
It's
I
terrible.
would drink
Like
that in high
if you
school.
melted gummy bears in a Kool-Aid.
Dude, it's got
That's what it
47
tastes like.
grams of carbohydrates.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
so sweet.
Christ.
I'd give it a
Gluten-free,
6.
You're gonna throw up and have a
Gluten-free like
terrible
dick.
hangover.
It's not glucose-free, I'll tell you that
Kind
much.
of tastes like an energy drink.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
no,
It
it's
has
gotta
no,
be.
it has no
Energy drink.
business.
Can you imagine the guy who drinks a
Lauren's
six-pack
like
of this
done.
shit?
She's just, what are we even
He's
doing?
got
here?
that.
All right.
weed
All right,
and
that's
he's
our show.
Okay,
angry.
that's the show, guys. Make sure you go see Kevin at the Canna Cabinet.
Oh, you don't.
He
endorse
might have
me.
his hat on, if that's the point.
He's
He
a
can't
conspiracy
read his
theorist?
brains.
I'll tell you
John
about
Brown every some sort of Thursday.
Come see me, go to Looney
Just let
Seas.
John tell his own damn thing.
Damn.
God damn it.
That's you, bud. That's your cue.
Look,
Get a cool hoodie from Pretty Obscene on Instagram.
eat shit and die.
This says Eat Shit and Die on the back.
Woo.
See me at Looney's December 7th at the dark hour. Go to looneycc.com for reservations and or VIP tickets. Get that
Bam.
shit. I got tickets for everybody if you guys want to go.
We
That's
love
it
you.
now.
Thank you.
That's it. Happy
Fuck
Halloween.
yeah. Happy Halloween. Woo.
Oh, side. Okay, there we go. Just making sure
now
if
look
you
a little
needed
more
to, it
proper.
wasn't like stuck, you know.
It looked like, I think it's steady.